Now, look, this is the one real thing I wanted to come on here and talk about. There's this couple. No, that's not it. There's this couple in uh, Arlington, Texas, which is Dallas. They live in Dallas, and they weren't married. They were dating. They had a child. He ran a credit company, and they seemed pretty well off. Well, according to the girlfriend, I guess he was taking a lot of the money, and they were going to break up. She lost in the lawsuit, and so she walks into a barber shop, pulls out a pow pow in front of everybody, unalives him, and then unalives herself. This
Damn.
was trending all night long. I was just too tired to get up and do the story. So I don't even have a picture of them. Let me start playing the stuff that I have. Uh the night that she kicked him out, they got it on ring camera. I can't not believe I do not have a picture. Hold on
And
one
then
second.
Yvette said she lived in Dallas, and that's the biggest story.
It's the biggest story. It's the biggest story. And it's the most heartbreaking story I've ever heard because people fight over money.
Hmm.
People divorce. You unalived your baby daddy, and now your child doesn't have a father or a mother. I mean, ugh. Here's a picture. I found a picture. Let me
How do
find
they
this picture.
call it?
Hmm?
That's that snapping moment, I guess.
Would you say she snapped?
Well, that's what I think. But let's go through with the story. I just feel like I know it's crazy, but I can see a person snapping. But go ahead.
Nah, I get mad, but not like that. Not that mad. So here they are right here. Lovely, lovely couple. This is when before, they looked excited. The baby was on the way. Uh they both were making money. They both have businesses. This is a shame. So let's play. You guys, this is hard to watch. It's hard to watch. Trigger warning. All right. So the night that she kicked him out, they caught it on tape.
Motherfucker wanna fucking pop me. Oh shit! You gonna change the code? You gonna change the code on the door? You stay, motherfucker! What are you mad at her for? Ain't no motherfucking code the same. What the code? Ain't shit. Why the code ain't working? Why the fucking code ain't working?
Todd, look at this. Watch this.
Why the code ain't working?
Watch this. Todd,
Why the code ain't working?
please calm down.
Why the fucking code ain't
Can I show
working?
you, Todd?
Ain't no code fucking working. She changed the motherfucker. She changed it.
My goodness. My. Look,
That's so hard to
it,
watch. Go
this
ahead,
is a
Mary.
trip, right? Because I seen bits and pieces of it a little bit. Like somebody said, it's a lot of rumors going out there and all
Yeah,
this
we're
stuff.
gonna get to those. Yeah.
Yeah, man, yeah, damn. Mm.
So it's so much. I don't even know where to begin. But y'all know I'm an emotional person, and couples fight all the time. There had to be some love there. But anyway, she's accusing him of stealing money. Now, right after it happened, both sides had people coming on trying to defend their friends. Okay, so this is his ex girlfriend. Let me see if I can put this up. And I think she probably got it right. So let's just read what she said. This is his ex girlfriend. Let's see if this is what. Let's see here. Okay, y'all know I'm blind. It says,
I was
gr-
like, can you read that? Shit.
I know.
Yeah.
It says, greed is real. The real story. I've talked to close friends and family. At the time they met, she was a single, very stable mother with everything: good job, retirement checks, homeowner with a few cars. Todd did not have the resources or success people often believe. In fact, he had a history of deceptive behavior and was not financially stable. Their relationship moved quickly, but they were never married and were only together for a few years. They had a mutual agreement that Todd would move out of her home and that they would amicably separate their shared business. Although he initially moved out, he became increasingly hostile and began returning to her residence uninvited. This led to an this led to her obtaining a restraining order against him in March. After moving out, Todd removed her name from their shared business bank account, changed the associate email, and withdrew all funds, approximately $96,000, leaving her without any access to her money she needed for her living expenses. She had not been working due to caring for their baby and was relying on those savings. She also found a way to access, he also found a way to access and withdraw funds from her personal account, further compounding the situation. Todd filed, oops, let's see here, their business account. This resulted in foreclosure note in July demanding 55,000 or requiring her to vacate the property within 60 days. So she was being evicted. She didn't have access to her money. She was taking care of her child.
Damn.
Yeah, let me keep going. Um, since he had removed her name from the business account, it was difficult for her to contest the fraud claims. Meanwhile, Todd used the misappropriated funds to purchase a cyber truck. Is that one of those Elon
Yep.
Musk with
Yep.
looking?
Yep.
Why do people like those? Uh,
Well, they're expensive. It's like a way to splash. I mean, say
Flashy.
yeah.
She said legal proceedings followed, focusing on her division of their joint built business, Credit Champs, that's the name of their company. Last week, the court ruled in Todd's favor, granting him full ownership of the business and all three vehicles purchased under its name. Despite her significant role in starting and growing the company, she was left with nothing: no business, no income, and only a few cents in her personal account. I'm having a hard time reading this because she probably felt that pressure, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm on nobody's side. I'm just telling y'all the story. She had attempted to reach a compromise, asking Todd for 20K to help her and the baby stabilize, but he refused and responded cruelly, stating, F her and the baby.
The baby too. Damn.
I had to stop to make sure I read that correctly. She was not driven by jealousy. She was desperate, soon to be homeless, and had been completely stripped of everything she helped build. She also did not have, can I say it? The three letters?
Yeah. Just say the three letters. Everybody know what you mean.
Okay, she did not have the three letters. I'm not here to bash anyone, but I do have a personal story to share, a real one, based on my own experiences. I was in a relationship with William Todd Austin, so his first name is William, for nearly 2 years, during which we dated while he was between the ages of 25 and 26. It was wild. Hold on. Um,
Oh,
well, yeah, these are out of order.
yeah. So
Between the eight, I got it.
go ahead.
Between the ages of 24 and 26. So that's when she said she dated him. It was wild and emotionally draining experience. After about 22 months of dating, I made the mistake of allowing him to move in with me. That's when everything took a darker turn. At that time, I was, and then in parentheses, and still am a business owner. And I exposed him to a different level of lifestyle and business insight. I introduced him to entrepreneurship. From selling hair to clothing, he learned a lot from me. Unfortunately, rather than showing appreciation or giving credit, he took what he learned and passed it off as his own, never once acknowledging where it came from. It became clear over time that he was trying to mimic everything I did. Every business idea I had, he tried to copy. He presented himself as a Mr. Nice Guy, but the reality was different. Behind closed doors, that was a pattern of manipulation, jealousy, and dishonesty. Despite despite his charming behavior in public, he had narcissistic tendencies and constantly blamed me for everything. Child support letters started arriving, multiple each month, addressed to him with different names. When I questioned him, he claimed he only had 3 children and that others were falsely attributing children to him. His explanation never added up. And when I asked why he didn't communicate with his kids, he blamed toxic relationships with their mother. As our relationship deteriorated, he began lashing out verbally and behaving recklessly, even taking my car without permission while I slept. His resentment grew as I continued to succeed financially, as the lies only intensified. After just 2 months of living together, I asked him to leave. That decision didn't come out without consequences. After the breakup, he began stalking me, attempted to break into my house and businesses, and even created fake social media accounts where he posted intimate photos of me without my consent. I had to obtain a restraining order and began the process of filing charges for non-consensual P movies or P stuff, a
Uh,
felony offense. Once I sent him proof of the legal action, he backed off and took the content down. Looking back, it was a very difficult but valuable lesson. I saw him recently at Club EKKO in Dallas, and he appeared calmer and more content. I thought maybe time helped him grow. I take full accountability for ignoring the red flags and allowing the situation to go on as long as it did. But I've learned and grown from it and never looked back. Sending prayers up for the kids, greed, DV, and mental health is so real. So that's his ex girlfriend. I don't know if what she's saying is right.
right.
I'm not vouching for anyone. That's what she said about him. She spoke very negatively
Hmm.
towards him and really made him out to be a maniac. But she wasn't the only one to come forward with these claims. Here goes another person.
This is Michelle Williams and Ty Austin. They have one child together. Unfortunately, both of them are no longer with us. They're calling it a MS because Michelle unalived Todd and then unalived herself.
Mm.
Now, there has been rumors, and I can't confirm this or deny, that Todd gave Michelle HIV. It is also being said that Todd have 9 other children. So this is what we have. We have at least 10 children that is without at least one parent. Michelle had 1 child. Ty hasn't had 9. You can't play with people's life. You just can't. And this is unfortunate. We got 2 families and 10 children that are struggling with a death of their loved ones. Be careful out here. Quit playing with people. If you don't want to be with somebody, let that be known. If you have something, let that be known. Prayers to the family.
And
So
then
Wow.
So then her friends get a wind of saying that, of people saying the things that they're saying.
Hmm.
And then her friend comes on. Let me see if I can find this. Here it
But while
is.
you're finding, I would say this though: one thing starting to stay steady in these stories,
Hmm.
multiple kids. Now, whether it was 10, you know, just say if it's 5, meet halfway with the allegations of the kids. It's sad. It's sad for his family and what was her name? Tasha? But the girl name? Whatever. I don't know her name. Tracy, Tasha, whatever. It's sad for both of their parents. His name was Todd, hers is something else. Michelle. It's sad for both families to have to deal with this. Now, these allegations with these 3 letters, it sounds like this lady just said that she passed something to him. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like, yeah.
It's
But go ahead.
sad.
Yeah,
Let's
this is
let's
crazy.
listen to one of her friends, Michelle's friends.
To tell the story of Michelle and Todd to clear the false narratives. He did not give her HIV. He was not cheating on her. The fact they haven't even been together in over a year. Yeah, Michelle came from nothing. She built herself up as a veteran, as a successful business owner. Her knowledge, the things that she knew in order to get money to take care of her kids as a single mother. When she met Todd, Todd was living downtown Dallas under a CPN number. He did not know how to do credit repair. She taught him how to do that, and they built this business, Credit Champs, together. Whenever they broke up, because I see he's been sending his clients the video when she pulled the gun on him. She wanted him out of her house, and he would not leave. There's an active restraining order right now against him. Terroristic threat against her and her son. He threatened to kill them both. Okay? Todd reversed all of Michelle's mortgage payments up to I think 18 months, probably more. To the point where she was about to lose her home. How he did this is because they have a joint bank account. He removed her off of the bank. I don't even know how he could have even did this, but he removed her name off the bank account. She had no access. He created a new email for everything to go to, not the email that they had. Michelle went to Vegas one weekend, and she came back, and all her money was gone. Now, could you imagine having $250,000 or even $500,000 in your bank account, and now it's zero? You can't pay your mortgage. You can't take care of your kids. He's threatening you. He's not giving you nothing for your kid. Okay? Michelle had several cases against this man. Okay? Me, as well, had a lawsuit that I just won and got paid off a day before. Michelle was suing him for a lot. He was taunting her by still promoting this company, still making money off this company that they built, not giving her access to any of the money. He also wrapped a Cybertruck, was riding past her house. She could see it on her Ring camera. He was taunting her. She was so full of debt. She was about to lose her home. The air went out in her Tesla. It was just a lot of stuff going on, and she had $0 to deal with her situation. She reached out to family. She reached out to people to help her, and only a handful of us helped her. Okay? So with all this stuff that y'all got going on about he gave her HIV or she was cheating and it's more dick out there, it had nothing to do with that. That man stole her whole life, and he flaunted it in her face. Todd also took her $10,000 settlement payment that she got from the military. When he got access to her phone, he drained her personal account, locked her out of her business accounts, wouldn't help her with her son. So all of this stuff, I just want to clear the false narrative. He is not who you think he was. And I'm not justifying anything that she done, but I understand. So y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, because I really don't care, honestly. I'm gonna feel the way I feel, and you gonna feel the way you feel.
Damn. Like, look, I don't know what to believe neither, and I get it. That if what she's saying could be true, it could be one of those things from you dealing with all these financial pressures and all that stuff. Could be a snapping moment, but to snap, what about your child though? Like at a certain point, don't you got to weigh that in? But I guess the snap, woo,
Yeah,
it's a lot.
it's so tragic. I don't know what happened earlier. You guys remember I couldn't get my mic to work, so they shut down my computer. So I have this news clipping. It's not edited. Should I play it anyway, Perry?
Yeah,
News. Okay.
yeah,
Let's listen to. It's so. Yeah, it just chokes
yeah.
me up. I don't know why. It just chokes me up. Uh, let's see here. And here's the news, what the news had to say about the situation.
Learning new information about a man who was getting his haircut at a salon when he was shot and killed. Arlington police are calling it, and Scoop Jefferson just spoke with people who witnessed the shooting on Cooper Street.
This is the moment Arlington police officers arrived at the front doors of the Spa Galleria strip mall on shots fired, recorded on a cell phone. Just after 10 a.m. Friday, police say a 37-year-old woman walked into the South Cooper Street location and opened fire on a man she had been dating as he got a haircut.
They were just all nervous and we were all scared.
Another vendor inside the Galleria had just finished with one of her clients.
I got multiple texts from them saying there was shooting happening, and I saw the cop cars in front of me, and I heard.
The victim, identified by family and friends as 37-year-old Todd Austin, was getting his haircut by Dax the barber, a popular Arlington stylist. Dax, who didn't want to go on camera, told us she fired several shots, striking Austin in the chest area. He's been his customer for 12 years and says on his Facebook page that his clients are his extended family. As other Galleria employees arrived,
I have a barber suite inside,
they got the devastating news.
and one of the suite owners 2 doors down actually told me, hey, don't go inside, somebody just got shot.
Police say after the shooting, the woman tried to leave, saw officers outside, retreated inside, and then shot herself. She later died at the hospital. Homicide detectives took statements from witnesses as the crime scene unit collected evidence. They tagged her white Tesla before police called a wrecker service to tow it away. Police allowed Austin's family to take his Cybertruck containing his business logo that was parked outside. Dax, visibly shaken by the shooting, got comfort from his wife as others stood by trying to make sense of the deadly salon gunfire. In Arlington, I'm Scoop Jefferson.
But the crazy part, look, both of them was 37 years old.
I know.
That is real. I mean, that's young. And kids, and seemed like their life was going okay if they could have just worked things out financially to where both of them,
I don't know them, but stories like this hit me hard.
Mhm.
So I can't imagine how their loved ones are feeling. So I'm not ready to say he was this or that. I don't know them. I just know this is an unfortunate situation. I can see how she felt. She shouldn't have did it, and not just for him, for herself, because life, my father told me this a long time ago. He says, in life, everybody has ups and has downs.
Uh-huh.
You don't get too big headed when you're on the up, and don't get too low and down on yourself when you're on the down.